This next section of the cash flow analyzer is the expense section. Very straightforward, very easy to understand. Probably going to be the shortest video here. As you know from the software that we gave you, here are all the categories that this particular property is using on their trailing 12 income statement for their expenses: real estate taxes, property insurance, electricity, gas, water, sewer, payroll, management fee, maintenance, repairs, and marketing, and then administrative. Now, keep in mind that this particular analysis is not here to judge the quality of this particular investment as an investment. All we're doing here is showing you how to use this cash flow analyzer. What you want to do when you have the trailing 12 statement is grab these last 12-month tallies for the different categories. So, for instance, real estate taxes, 121,070. Well, right over here down to the property taxes, 121,070. You take all the categories that the broker gives you, you put them all in here, coming up with a total 578,464. Let's go back and check that number. 576,992. Okay, I think the difference here happens to be on the management fee. Management fee here is 31,745, a flat amount. What we did on our analysis was we put a 3% management fee in there, and we'll calculate it against the gross revenue. It comes up to be 33,016, which is close, but that's probably why we're off a little bit on our numbers. Now, the nice thing about this particular screen is you can change the increase of your expenses globally. If you want to see the expenses increase by 4%, you click here. We're just going to increase them by 1%. And also you can do an analysis as to whether it's going to be based upon the potential gross income or the effective rental income is what your expense ratio is based upon. We're going to use gross. And as you can see here, property is running at a 56.9% expense ratio. The other nice thing about this particular property is this particular screen is you can change the category names very simply just by typing. So I can say association fees right here, and it goes right in. Now the benefit to this is when you go to print off your property package and show the world what a great investment you've got, all of these categories are what are going to be translated over into that report. So you want to make sure that the category headings are very descriptive of what you've got, what categories you happen to be using. So that is really it for the expense section. It's pretty, you can go up here and click on gross input, where you're just going to put in a bottom line number and let it calculate it out itself, or you're going to do the detailed input. I like the detailed input, obviously, because what it does is it enables me to look to see what the per unit costs are, and that tells me whether I have any outliers in the form of expenses that aren't making any sense. So that's why I put in the detailed input information. And that's also, you can change the management fee any way you see fit. And that's really it for the expense section. Now, you're going to now see how everything that we've put in here comes together when we go back into the next video, and we're going to jump back to the input screen, and you can see how I see whether we have a deal or not. And I will see you on that side.